Hello, true believers. Me and Big Jeff here, Adamantium Blade Comic Collectibles, here on Heroes for Hire Comic Club. This is the first hopefully we do more of these, but we're going to be reviewing a comic book that just recently came out. And this week, we're going to be reviewing Spirits of Violence 1 and 2. This came out, new series from Marvel Comics. Jeff, I know you looked up the information earlier. I guess I could look it up in the book here, but the writer is Sabri Perzada. Artist Paul Davidson, colorist Andrew Dahlhaus, letter is VC Travis Lanahan, and the cover artist for cover A is Kendrick Lim. So it's Lim, and I have the I believe this.
Or you could pick up the peach.
Yeah. Well, I got the I think this is the I got the Dan Brown cover for cover A. And
I like that one too.
Yeah, I thought it was cool. Then I got which one is this? I can't remember who did this one, but that's the cover. That's the one that actually has the first cover appearance of the actual Spirit of Violence. But I do have another cover here. It's for one, it's this one, which is kind of cool.
Yeah,
I'll have to look it up and see what that is. It's
I just grabbed the peach. I should have grabbed the other one. I like that other one, the cover A, I think it was. This is the cover I got for issue 2. And this is who is this?
Well, we got this too. When it opens up in issue 1, we have this girl, Sarah. She's Sister Sarah. She's coming through I think they might have got that from 2 mules for Sister Sarah. But anyway, you got these nuns with guns. Basically, they got nuns with bazookas, and they're getting ready to fight these people called the Decade here. And the Decade is made up of, from top left, I guess clockwise, the Prisoner, Ivory Man, Graceful Grace, Sweeney Drood, and Jester Jack.
Yeah.
We've been sent here by the Spirit of Violence. We don't know who the Spirit of Violence is yet, but we will find out later.
And I've never heard of the Decade before. I don't know who these people are.
Well, but it's interesting, like a little group of undead people, I guess.
Yeah, so from anyway, like another dimension or something.
Yeah, the sisters basically get wasted by these people. And then Sister Sarah is the only one left, and she's about at the point where she's about to get killed. And she manages to, one of the nuns gets up with her rocket launcher. It's kind of cool seeing a nun in a cat suit firing a bazooka. And they're like, we got to blow this. There's like a mirror or something, like a portal, and they're like, they don't want these people to go through it to get the dead. And because the Spirit of Violence is trying to build like an army. Like, here's the bazooka thing. Hold on.
Yeah.
Right there. And they're trying to blow that portal up. And they succeed, and Sarah gets away. So we get to the point where we see we go next scene. We're in Cypress Hill Cemetery. And it looks like we see Danny Ketch has dug up his sister's grave to find out that it's empty. And Johnny Blaze is like, dude, this is where we find out that she is actually the Spirit of Violence, kind of. We figure it out.
Yeah.
What's her name? What's this girl's name? I can never remember her name.
Sarah?
Kashala.
Oh.
Shows up. You see there, that's the Native American.
Yeah, she rides the flaming horse.
Yeah, she's a rider too, and she starts telling everybody about. It says every spirit has a creator. Sometimes the creator is malevolent, like Mephisto, and sometimes the creator is an event, like the previous multiverse collapsing, giving birth to my spirit, the Leviathan. Death and destruction giving way for something new. And then there's other spirits like the Zala and But anyway, so we're talking about Barbara Ketch here.
Hmm.
It's like we got it. They're like, and Johnny Storm is concerned that Danny's not going to do what he says, because look, the chances are you're not going to be able to save your sister.
Hmm.
So, and her sister was already dead, but she must have accepted the spirit of violence, like when she was in the afterlife.
Yeah,
and,
something happened where she becomes the spirit of violence. Whether or
got,
not she chose it or was chosen, I don't know.
And you got Sarah shows up out of that portal and warns them what's getting ready to happen.
Yeah.
And so anyway, then we got Helverine is involved in this too.
Yeah.
He shows up. He's not really right now, but he's kind of like, the one thing I can tell about Dakin, who's Helverine's, he's Wolverine's son. He's got a lot of the same traits that Logan does, doesn't he?
Yes, very much.
He doesn't like to get along with people or nothing like that. Yeah, he's just totally like.
Yeah, he shows up in Culiacan, Rosales, Mexico, and he's dealing with the cartel.
And then, like, you know what I like about this though, when we transition to, we have a flashback to 20 years later or 20 years earlier. And we got Danny and his sister Barbara talking.
Yeah,
and is it me or does Barbara look a lot like Veronica from Archie? I think they did it on purpose, not to make her look like more like this is a different time period, and the colors are brighter and more like, we got some pastels and stuff. And I don't know why. The one thing I don't understand is, like, so Danny's got lipstick on his cheeks, and she's like, "Well, I can fix that with some makeup and put over it. Why don't you just wipe the makeup, the lipstick off?" I don't get it.
Yeah.
That was
it's supposed to be their nice little brother sister, moment.
Yeah.
He sees that she's got a black eye, and she's like, who did it? I'll kill him,
Yeah. And then you cut back to we're at Barbara's grave. And Johnny says, "Look," he says, "Danny, I think you should set this one out." And of course, Danny's like, "That's hilarious. When did you grow such a sense of humor?" He's like, "I'm nervous. Why do you think the spirit of violence chose Barbara as its host? Because it knows you're going to pull your punches, and that's how it'll kill you."
Yeah.
And then Danny tries to explain that, of course, it's dangerous, Johnny. It's always dangerous, but I'm going unless there's something else you want to say. And he says, and then, Johnny just levels with him and says, "Look here, dude, there may be no other way to solve this than to kill Barbara. If that's what it takes, you need to stay out of my way."
Yeah.
So he's kind of warned him, "Look, if you're not part of the problem, part of the solution, you're part of the problem." So they show up, and then you go to the financial district in Lower Manhattan, and it's the Cade versus some group called the Sky
Guardians. Yeah.
Well, I've never heard of. I must have missed a lot of Ghost Rider. It's like,
yeah, I don't know who the Sky Guardians are.
They put Johnny in like a glass case, like a mirrored like little pod thing, right?
Something. Yeah, it's like they put him inside of a crystal.
Yeah, and then we get the reveal of Barbara as the spirit of violence here.
Yep.
She is.
Yep.
And we kind of get a moment, and we were talking about this earlier, where I said it reminded me of the Obi-Wan Disney Plus series, where Obi-Wan, he tells Anakin, "I failed you. I'm sorry I couldn't save you." And he tells him, "Look, you didn't kill Anakin. I killed him. He's dead." And he says, "It's Barbara, whatever the spirit has done to you." And she cuts him off and says, "It didn't do anything to me. It simply gave me a choice. And I would do anything to keep you safe." So she's like thinking somehow this is going to keep her safe, her brother who's still alive, even though, you know what? I don't know what he says is going to keep Danny safe. He's already made his deal with Mephisto.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Mephisto has already got it, But the thing is, you learn about the Ghost Rider. I think Todd McFarlane kind of borrowed this lore from
with Spawn.
Yeah, with Spawn being like, the guy told Spawn, right, "You're a hell spawn. You made a deal with Malbosia, but you don't have to obey him."
Yeah.
So that's the same thing with Mephisto. They kind of still have a choice. And so, Johnny and Danny have decided, and Robbie Reyes decided they're not going to serve the evil. But then we see at the end of it, when Johnny gets out of this glass cage they put him in.
Yeah.
And she said, "You think I'm not in pain, caged in your flesh? I cannot temper my own nature." Is that he's talking to himself. He gets out, and Kushala says, he goes, "Sarah, what happened?" So, "I'm sorry, Johnny. They took her straight from the realm of the dead.
Yep.
And I think they're going to torture her as a warning to you." And then you see, I guess we're spoiling it for everybody, but there she is.
Yeah, we'll just put spoiler in the title.
Spoiler alert. And then we get to issue 2. Hold on, let's look at this right here. I got a couple of. This is where Reyes and them are trying to get out of that realm. And they're just like, I mean, you know what? I'm going to tell you right now, I kind of like the interior art on this. That's from issue 1.
It's not bad.
And then we got this one, this little panel.
Mail call.
All right, we got mail calls going around. We might have to do a dual mail call video. So anyway,
there you go.
We cut to Lower Manhattan, and
it's Sarah, Kushala, and Johnny Blaze.
Yeah, and Johnny's like, is it Johnny saying this? He goes, he's telling Sarah, I need you to open one of your portals right now and take me to Roxanne.
Yeah.
And she says, I can't teleport you if I don't know the location. So she asks Kushala if she can see anything. And Kushala only says that she can only see
glimpses.
Then
you somehow they hear a voice. She's mine now, Blaze.
And it's the Spirit of Violence's creator who created Barbara as the Spirit of Violence. And then, and it says, there's nothing any of you can do to save her. The Spirit of Violence was only my emissary. You will know me as corruption. And then Kushala, she gets on her knees and is like, no. And she kills her horse.
Yeah.
And then Well, then it says, I'll see you soon, darling. Yeah.
So I was confused on that panel because I don't see Kushala wearing a weapon anywhere. And it's that voice saying the Spirit of Violence was only my emissary, and then chains come and get Johnny all tangled up. And the Spirit says, you will know me as corruption. And Kushala falls off her horse, and then out of, I don't know where, this like a Sith type thing, swings and chops the head off of her horse. And now she's on her knees saying, no, I don't think she did it.
No, she didn't. I'm just saying the Spirit, the person that said you will know me as corruption must have reached out.
Corruption did it.
But it just cuts the horse's head off right there.
Yeah.
Godfather Part 1.
Yep.
And it says, see you soon, darling. And that's the end of that. And then we get to where I was showing you that scene right here.
Fast forward to the God Quarry.
Robbie Reyes is trying to get out of the they're in the God Quarry. Isabella Alvarez and Robbie Reyes. That's her name.
Yeah.
So they're trying to get through this, and it's like they're basically like going back to the future.
Yeah. It's straight up Back to the Future.
And then we cut to
because they're trying to get to the portal.
Yeah, and then Danny shows up to talk to Barbara. She's in her form that he knows, right?
Yes.
He says, you wear her face, her voice, but Barbara Ketch would never hurt anyone. And she said, it's me, Danny. I saved you from an alligator in Florida once when you tried to get a Frisbee out of the swamp.
Mm-hmm.
I helped you cover up lipstick from your first kiss with Stacy by applying concealer on your cheek, which was dumb, like we said.
Yeah.
And basically says, so, believe me or not.
Yeah, so she calms him down, and he's like, oh, okay, hey, how you doing, sis? If they have their little sweet moment, they have some conversation, and then towards the end, she's like, I got news. He says, I got news for you, Barb. Deals with the devil. Any devil don't work. They're all a trap. You need to get out of this now. And then she says, you don't get it, Dan. This is happening. The violent age can't be stopped. You're going to be just fine as long as you stay out of our way. and he says Barbara, and his head turns back to
Yeah.
flame.
And then they
then
go back to facing off.
now they're in a fight, yeah.
Yeah.
And she's they start fighting, and then it zaps over to cosmic debris field, galaxy
Unknown.
unknown.
Yeah, we're back
Yeah.
there with Robbie.
Yeah, so we're hopping all over different spots.
All over every realm you can think of. So then we get back, and Danny and Barbara are fighting, and like he knocks her through this like little outhouse looking thing. They were fighting in their treehouse. I guess that's where they grew up.
Yeah.
And the fight continues, and he's like, he's basically like, "You chose your side. Now I have to do this. So stay it down." And he says, "Barbara, please." She said, "I'm sorry. It has to be like this." And then, right on cue, here comes Robbie.
Yeah.
The Dodge Charger just knocks the shit out of her. Yeah.
Back to the Future, sir.
Yeah. You know what it reminded me of? Remember in the movie Pineapple Express when what's his name? Danny McBride. He busts through the barn door. He goes, "You just got hit by a Daewoo, bitch." And he goes, "Phantasma, we made it. We're home." Robbie Reyes, I presume. You hear Danny say.
Yeah.
He says, "Danny Ketch, I've heard a lot about you. Who's your friend?" And what's her name says,
Fantasia.
Phantasma. I assume you mean me and not the little critter that almost killed us.
Yeah.
And so they're talking, and he says, "Look, that's a very long story. We're just, let's just say we're wiped. We're looking for something called the Blight Blade. Ever heard of it?" And he says, "Oh, yes." And then we go to downstream. It says Johnny Blaze's big surprise. And so he's got a gun on her. I guess it's some kind of like mystical gun or something.
I don't know.
And he's like, "I've been searching far and wide to find you. Killing Linda Littletrees would have been enough. But kidnapping Roxanne from the afterlife? Big effing mistake."
Boom.
It says, "Yeah," and he goes, "Torturing Roxanne's the worst thing you could have done for your own sake." And then all of a sudden we see these tentacles come out.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert. And grab a hold of Johnny. And we cut to the end, and she says, I didn't torture her. I recruited her." And there's Roxanne. Yep. And that's where we end on issue 2.
So
and
now,
I gotta say, I like it. It's a cliffhanger. It made me look forward to go like, well, I gotta know what's going to happen in the next issue, right?
Yeah, I'll definitely get the next one to see what happens. I mean, I don't think it's
but
it's not the comic. It's not the comic of 2025, but it's fun, you know.
Yeah, it's not like this is not like a must read, but like I would say if you like the characters of Johnny Blaze and Danny Ketch and Robbie Reyes, you're probably going to like it. It's kind of enjoyable. The art is pretty good. The writing's not bad. It does jump around a lot.
Yeah,
so
but
I will tell everybody to be prepared for that because it does jump around a lot.
But at least to be fair, when it does jump to some other time, dimension, location, it at least tells you where you are, you know. Like I'm not sure how
there's like a little thing at the top.
Like Wolverine's going to make another appearance. At least I think so. Before this thing gets tied up. Yeah. Well, hey, I just thought of something. So that's where Spirit of Violence ends on issue 2. I know you got a big old box. I don't know if you want to make a different video of itself, but just as a bonus for this video, I'll just do a quick opening because mine's a small one.
Okay. Or we could go to the next, open another thing and open them together.
If you want to do it that way?
We'll go ahead and open it. Yeah, let's just do that. We'll do a dual unboxing. I got another stage already set up for my unboxing. So, all right, we're going to end this. I think we both recommend this one. So, if you like Ghost Rider, check it out. If you're not a big fan of Ghost Rider, I would say stay away from it.
Yep.
It's a pretty good read. I'm not going to say it's my favorite book of the year.
No.
Right now, that's still Transformers and G.I. Joe. But I'm a little biased when it comes to Transformers and G.I. Joe. But anyway, thanks for watching the video. And I think this will be out this weekend. And don't forget to hit the like button and leave a comment and tell us if you think you're interested in reading this, or if you read it, and tell us your thoughts on Spirit of Violence 1 and 2. But until next time, true believers, Excelsior.
Come, son of Jarrell! Kneel before Zod! Snoochie boochies.